Following more breaking news tonight. This is about a Memphis rapper connected to Young Dolph. Rapper Big Scarr has died.
Man, RIP Big Scarr. I ain't gonna lie. Big Scarr, everybody be out like Fujiano, Pooh Shiesty. Nah, Big Scarr was the best 1017 artist, bro. Okay. If it was bring back Big Scarr and free Pooh Shiesty, bro, bring back Big Scarr. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been saying bring back Big Scarr over freeing Pooh Shiesty.
From the outside looking in, fame and success in the music industry appears to be a dream come true. But in the hip-hop genre, that is sometimes furthest from the truth. Some rappers have endured countless battles, losses, and trauma through their journey to making it out from the life that caused them pain. And sometimes, success only worsens that pain experienced throughout their lives. This truth is seen in the life of Alexander Woods, known in the music industry as Big Scarr, who had it all, but lost it all due to the demons of his past. Coming up in Memphis as a child, he lived in an environment that was surrounded by vices, not conducive to a positive pathway. However, that wasn't the cut to his heart that opened his mind to something that would eventually claim his life: depression. Even being young, there was one thing that he consistently prayed for. Big Scarr's grandmother played a huge role in raising him, so he always asked God to lengthen her life until he reached the age of 21. His reason for this was that he didn't believe he would be strong enough to handle losing her through his adolescence. Sadly, his worst nightmare occurred at a young age. His grandmother passed away. That left a void in the heart of Big Scarr and never actually left him, even as he aged and found success in the music industry. According to his uncle, the death of
Telling y'all, black folks, shoot, grandma be like your mama for real, for real. I ain't even gonna lie.
his grandmother was something he took
Losing a grandma as like a black person, bro, like that stuff be hurting, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. It'd be like losing your mama for real. Everything your mama do for you, your grandma do. Grandma also spoil you too, bro.
very hard.
Way more than your dang
From there,
parents do.
his life didn't get easier. Already having to carry that pain at such a young age, he lost more loved ones along the way in tragic situations that only aided in ripping the hole in his heart wider. Big Scarr was strong in the way he was carrying depression that had a hold on his mind. He didn't know it then, but that burden would push him closer to the thing that
Like, I watched some Big Scar interviews and he said he did lose like a bunch of friends to like gun violence and stuff. And like just going through that, bro, I never been through that type of situation, but that should make you just go even harder at like whatever you trying to do in life. Like if you lost somebody or something, that should make you go 10 times harder, bro, just because you're really like the last man standing just about. Like I ain't saying like you may not have no more friends left or like no more loved ones or nothing, but that should make you go harder, bro, if you lose like a loved one. Because I mean, granted, I ain't never had that much success as much as this dude did, but
would ultimately
yeah,
take his life. His experiences
y'all get what I'm trying to say. That should make you just want to.
and trauma went beyond being around those he loved. His affiliations were allegedly tied to a gang calling themselves R, which stands for Rich and Ruthless. That affiliation came with the threat of danger looming over his shoulder from a sworn rival gang named Trula Mafia.
My day one nigga, you're my nigga, blue man with my other day one nigga. Anyway, by the way, we are the founder of R.
So,
Richard Ruthless, man.
hey, now what's double R for people that don't know?
Richard Ruthless. Just told you Richard Ruthless. Before we rich, but now we rich.
There's only so long that threats could be kept at bay without something happening.
Bro, you are giving yourself away so bad. Like, bro,
No.
Richard Ruthless. Just told you Richard.
how you gonna niggas be so stupid? How you gonna have the ski on top of your head with the Gucci symbols and have your face showing? Ain't too many people gonna be having a Gucci ski mask if they rob somebody or somewhere. At least this nigga right here had the audacity to turn his into a complete beanie. This nigga still got like the eyes and the mouth part showing. Niggas dope.
There's only so long that threats could be kept at bay without something happening. In 2020, the long-standing rivalry nearly claimed the life of Big Scarr when he was shot and wounded. The bullet went into his hip, but because he was moving, it traveled to his lungs. This led him to being in critical condition, having to undergo surgery to take it out and save his life. Fortunately, Big Scarr survived, but not without the marks on his skin as a reminder for how blessed he was to make it through such a terrifying ordeal. Big Scarr had a way with bouncing back and carrying his trauma with strength. Before he could even recover, he continued to pursue his dream as a rap artist. He knew that the way to remove himself from all of those woes surrounding him was to find success and change his life for the better. Bandaged up and still in pain, he rallied with fellow Memphis rappers to shoot a music video for the song Saucy Boys. Within that same song,
bro, you mean So Icy? Dude said Saucy Boys. You mean So Icy?
along with other tracks like Frozone, Big Scarr draws reference to his near-demise attack as a means to taunt his rivals who tried to end his life but failed. All that time, Big Scarr was battling something even more dangerous than his enemies. Still, no matter what, he continued pushing forward, always striving to make it, always aiming to take his music to the top.
Like, why do dudes, rappers, like, why y'all be drinking lean all the time? Like, is it to look cool? I don't get it.
And bring those still living with him. And sure enough, that's exactly what he did. Big Scarr inked a record deal with Gucci Mane's 1017 label, making all of his efforts and determination worth it. Big Scarr made it. He found success and fame.
Hey, bro, Gucci low down for what he did. Want his chains back, dog. That's so low down. You know, good and well, he could have let his mama or whatever have them chains, bro. Now his nigga probably gonna get the chain to somebody. Like, that's some broke nigga stuff. Come on now, Gucci. That's some whole nigga stuff.
He had the money to have any life he wanted, but even riches couldn't take away the biggest threat to his life, his mental health. By this time, he found success. Big Scarr had not only lost a lot of loved ones, he was almost hit and survived about 4 times. He had it all, but behind closed doors, something was still missing. Something that continued to eat away at his heart. The grief and loss over the years before he made it big in the music industry left a lingering pain that money couldn't wipe away. In order to cope, Big Scarr turned to harmful paraphernalia like pills as a means to remain sane through all of the trauma weighing him down. Over time, it became evident that his mind was lost in the high, almost looking like he wasn't even really present. His friends began picking up that he had an addiction problem when seeing him in music videos. According to one of them, by the name of Kato 2X, Big Scarr could barely even raise his arms due to how high he was off the pills he was taking.
I told him it was too high. He was like, man, I ain't. Pulled me in the room. He like, I'm like, you too high, bro. You like a junkie. Like, he was telling me he wasn't no junkie. Like, do you pay for my drug? I'm like, nah, I don't, but I'm telling you, you can't even move your arms type shit. Like, you couldn't.
If he really did that, bro, he a real one, no cap. He's like, bro, you supposed to keep it real with your friends. Even if it's the ugly, blunt truth, bro. Me, I'd always want my friends to keep it real with me. Give me the ugly, blunt truth. It ain't gonna be no hard feelings, because I'd rather have the blunt, ugly truth than be sold a pretty lie. So if he really did tell that to Big Scarr, bro, he a real one. And Big Scarr, he just had a bunch of yes men around him, most likely. If they want to tell him the same thing, then he had a bunch of yes men around him.
Couldn't even move it on.
Others around him began noticing the changes and mental health decline Big Scarr was experiencing. The pills were helping him cope, but the downside was that it was also pushing him further and further away from any semblance of himself. It was literally slowly fading him away. Big Scarr wasn't blind to his addiction problem and knew to himself that if he didn't get it under control, it would be the end of him. He eventually checked himself into a facility to try and change the trajectory of where he was heading. Sadly, just about a week later,
Dang, bro, that's sad. I thought he was born like 99 or something, bro. That's too young. Nigga died at just 21 years, well, 22.
after getting out of the facility, Big Scarr passed away. News broke on December 21st, 2022.
Bro, I thought Big Scarr died in 2023, bro. Bad, bro. Tom has flu, dog. I didn't know this man been dead going on 2 years, bro.
That he was no longer with us. The speculation began circulating about what caused his passing. At first, some thought it was due to a vehicular accident. Then others said it was rumored to be due to a shooting from his rivals. In due time, however, the truth was revealed. Big Scarr passed away due to an accidental overdose on prescription pills. His uncle would later confirm that Big Scarr was at his girlfriend's house in Memphis when he OD'd. A wave of sorrow rushed over the music industry, even more so for those who knew him personally. Across social media, posts sharing the hurt of his loss and condolences flooded from peers and fans alike. According to his friend, Big 30, him and Big Scarr had numerous conversations about his growing pill addiction. Sadly, Big Scarr wasn't able to escape the traumas of his past, and his mental health became dependent on the dangerous coping mechanism. His passing not only left a lot of hurt in people's hearts, but some felt a bit of guilt for not realizing just how bad his addiction was, wishing they had focused less on themselves and more on him. Mental health is no joke. Money can't make it disappear. Fame can't push it out of your mind. Materialism won't.
Yeah, if you going through all that, bro, like just dealing with losses up in your life, I ain't gonna lie, all that fame and money probably would make it worse. Cause you got all these eyes on you and stuff.
Dissolve the pain, and success won't make things magically better. The only thing that can help mental health is getting the help needed to address the issues at the root of the problem and learn to overcome the trauma and move forward. Big Scarr tried, but before he could figure out how to move forward, he lost the fight. His legacy will live on through the music he left behind. Rest in peace, Big Scarr.
I'm gonna see y'all up in the next one. I'm gonna be dropping another scary video soon, probably later on today, but I'm gonna see y'all up in the next one.